Editing skies effectively is a really important part of landscape photography. And here we have a shot where we have a really nice moody sky where the sun is setting opposite. So we're getting a really bright focal point with that moody sky in the background. And no processing apart from the global adjustments have been applied to that sky, but we can make it even more moody and maintain a natural look using the masking tools. So I've already edited this image in every other way, so we can now just focus purely on the sky. So I'm just going to click on the masking tools icon, and you'll see there that we have two masks already in place. One is for the foreground and the other is for the boat. So now we can focus purely on the sky. So all we need to do is click on the create new mask icon. And for the first mask, I am going to go for select sky, because that's what we're going to do here. And Lightroom does a fantastic job of selecting the sky for us. So I'm just going to darken the sky off by about half a stop, increase the clarity to 20 because that's boosting the mid-tone contrast, which is going to accentuate all the shapes and textures of those clouds. And then I'm just going to take the dehaze slider over to the right because that will also increase the moodiness. So there, that's way too much. So just a small amount of 10 is going to do the job nicely. So things are looking good, but along the horizon, it's just too dark because this sky was lighter at the top and darker along the horizon where it looks like it's raining. So we need to change that. And the way that we can do that is by intersecting the sky mask with a linear gradient. And the way that we can do this, or the quickest way of doing this, is by holding down the Alt key on a PC, which brings up the intersect button, or on a Mac, that would be the Option key. And then if I just click on there, I can select linear gradient, and then by holding down the Shift key, I can then maintain that guide in a straight line. If I release the Shift key, I can move it around, but this works much better for skies. Okay, so there we go. That's looking much better than the original sky mask. So this could be an end in itself, but I think that we can improve this sky even more. So I'm going to create a new mask, and this time I'm just going to go straight for a linear gradient, and then I'm just going to pull it down to there. So all of this area is selected. This time I'm going to intersect it with a luminance range so that I can control whether dark or light areas of the sky are affected. And to do it this time, just to show you a slightly different way, I'm going to right mouse click on mask 4, go to intersect with, and it's appeared just outside of my screen, but I am choosing luminance range, and you'll see that it gives us this guide here. So if I drag this left side over, it's highlighting the lighter parts, and if I drag the right side over to the left, it's picking up those dark parts. So let's put that about there. And then this extra control, it's kind of like feathering, so we can feather the mask effectively. So let's go for something like that. And what I'm going to do here is just drop the exposure to about minus 0.14. So I'm just adding a very small amount of darkness to those darker parts of the sky just to make them pop out more. And then once everything's done, you can just close down the masking tools and you have your process sky. And there is no limit on the amount of masks you can create, so you can really finely tune how your skies look, and you have all of these controls that are present in the basic tab to work on to make your skies look their very best.